Hey there YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I just did a review recently on the Samsung Gear VR headset. I'm actually uploading that video right now. But along with that, there are some important accessories that one might need. A Bluetooth controller to play some of the games in the VR realm. But if you're not interested in VR, this is still an awesome Bluetooth controller if you're into mobile gaming or any portable gaming setup. This is by a company called 8bitdo. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. On the bottom there, it's 8bitdo, or bitdo. 8bitdo. Everything old is new again is their model. There's a little bit of foreign writing on there. This model is the 8bitdo 0. So it's small, it's 0. You know, it's really, really, really small. It looks smaller. I mean, in packaging, it's super, super small. Average size computer mouse. So it's pretty darn small. But we'll unbox it. It is awesome for anything on the go. Does come with a little bit of a cable because you can charge that, obviously. Works on any platform: Android, iOS, Mac, Windows, Linux, all that good stuff. You can even use it kind of like a selfie stick. You set your camera, prop your cell phone camera up somewhere. You can use it as a little shutter. So a lot of things that you can do with that. Just about everybody sells one of these. All buy the same product. But this is, I actually got this from a company called Willgoo, Willgoo. But you can use this for any platform. So we will bust this open, and I'll give you a better look at this. I guess what attracted it to me is the VR thing. So VR headset and everything fits in this. So I wanted something that was pretty small and compact and could travel with me, and not, you know, take up too much space, but still work reasonably well. So it's wireless game controller, self shutter. It says the smallest controller. On the back, talks about you got A, B, X, Y button, start, select. If you hold start down for 2 seconds, that will power it on or off. It has a little slip knot hole for the strap. And when you're pairing it with Bluetooth, if it does ask for a code, the default is 0000, which is usual. And then there are some commands that on here. This little reference sheet here, if I can get that to zoom in. There are some commands. So whether you're using it for Android or iOS or Mac or Windows, when you power it on, you want to, if you're using it for Android, which I will be for the VR headset, power on, just use start. If you're using it for Windows, you want to hold start and R when you turn it on. And then if it's one, you know, different lights will light up depending on what mode it is in. And then Android, if you're using it on the Android platform, it's used as a gamepad. There's like a little note section over here. It says that it is used for Android games and emulators. iOS, there's a game list that it is compatible with, and you can go to http://icade.8bitdo.com. If you're using it on Mac, it's used in keyboard games such as Open Emulator. Windows, any game, and then if you're using it as a shutter for your camera, it only works as a shutter. So that's that. Here's a little cable they give you. I mean, this is perfect, really. I mean, if you have like a little portable battery pack like I would have, this cable is awesome. Just a little micro USB cable on this end. It's weird looking through the camera. See if I can get to zoom in on that little micro USB end, and then USB on this side to charge it. Not sure what charge time is or what battery life is, but I mean, man, this is like super small, and I have small hands, so this is really, really small. Love the color. It's kind of a matte, kind of like sticky plastic kind of feeling, but it kills the feeling. It's awesome. The triggers are better than some triggers on like full-size game controllers. 8bitdo or 8bitdo or 8, I don't know how to pronounce it. Either way, this company makes the best off-brand Bluetooth controllers, or for anything. I mean, if you need like a custom N64 controller, they have them. All they do is build controllers, and they are awesome. So you have your typical A, B, X, Y buttons, D-pad, a start and a select, and on here it's a little bit different. I don't know if I can zoom in on that because it's white. This button, the start or select is different than the other button. This kind of resembles, if I can get that to zoom in on there, kind of resembles, the one on the left kind of resembles a Pac-Man. It has a notch cut out of it. The other one's completely circular and whole. Love the color. On the back it says model number is the FC30. Input is 5 volt, half a amp. So it charges at USB 2.0 speed. Designed by Guangwu, made in China. 8bitdo Technologies HK Limited. And then it's just got some garbage FCC IDs and other things like that on it. But the triggers feel great. Love that. D-pad, all these buttons just feel super awesome. It's definitely really, really small. I mean, like, it's going to take a second to get used to. Micro USB on the top. So you just, you know, plug that into, you know, your computer, any old USB outlet. You should probably have something like that to charge your smartphone or anything like that. Nowadays, just to be safe, I'd probably plug it into a computer, a USB 2.0 port, not a 3.0 port, but it really won't matter because this will only, if you use this provided cable, and you should, it will only draw the appropriate voltage and amperage. And actually on the cable here, I just noticed, as my camera stutters there. Ah, geez. What in the heck? What is going on, camera? Oh, geez. Oh, no. Okay, I think we're back. Ah, geez. It says the company's name right on the cable there, so you'll know that this one is for that controller. But you can use really any USB cable as long as you're plugging into a USB 2.0 port, because that's how much volts and amps that gives off. So I guess we'll just see if it's on. Actually, I think this has a plastic cover on it. Yeah, it does actually have a plastic protective film over this. And then that's where you got a little strap there if you want to put a little strap on it so you don't lose it. They have a picture on their website of this being attached to your keys. Don't know why you do that, but I'm sure you could. So I guess we'll just try to turn this on. I mean, I guess I'll try to pair it with my phone, I guess. So let me get my phone out. And I'm already on a Bluetooth list, surprisingly. Let me get off Instagram. Okay, Bluetooth. To go to Android mode, I just need to power on using the start button. And the start button's actually on the right. So you hold that on. That's blinking. We'll scan on my Bluetooth list, see if I find it. Oh, I do. It has a MAC address. It does not have... It had a MAC address initially. It did not have the actual name. Then once you click on it, it says it does come up with the actual name of the device. Now you see that the light on here is solid blue, and it is kind of like a frosted plastic there, so it's not very bright. It does have that dim appearance to it. It might also not be charged that much because I just took it out of the package. And then that's it. You can see I'm connected to it on my list there, the 8bitdo Zero gamepad. So it does come up as a MAC address. If you're on Android, you will have that little controller icon versus like a headphone icon or my smartwatch or other things like that. So keep that in mind. Very easy to pair. It's already paired. Maybe I can control. I can. If you can see that on the list here. So as I don't know if you can see that. As I scroll on the controller, it scrolls through things on there. So it does. Oop, didn't want to do that. Does actually control the phone. So that's about it. Pretty simple. Don't want to get too far into it. Price retails for $20, so not very expensive. On their website, they retail it for $20. I bought this for $10. Price fluxes between $10 and $15. On the website, it says it might have the best appearance yet. Takes up no space. So it talks about the dimensions. In millimeters, of course. So wide, it is 73 millimeters. Don't know what that is in inches right now. By 35 millimeters, and it is only 13.7 millimeters thick, and that includes the raised up buttons there. Compatible with just about anything. They say you can use it as a shutter button to capture those precise moments. Multiplayer options, so you can use more than one controller and it will be recognized as a, two-player device accordingly. It's got a whole bunch of games that it says it has a high-speed CPU in it so that there's no delay, that there's no lag or input lag. And we'll probably get into input lag in another conversation. But it has a 32-bit ARM CPU in it, so it has the fastest possible input lag, or the least possible input lag from when you push a button on the controller to when the action actually occurs. 20-hour capacity with just 1 hour of recharging, so from dead to full it'll go a full 20 hours after just 1 hour of recharging. The battery in it is only 180 milliamp hours, which is not very small. 180 milliamp hours is actually really small. A cell phone has between 2,000 and 3,000 milliamp hours. So this is very small, but obviously a very small device. Has a custom silicon conductor board in it. So I'm just reading what they have on their website. I mean, they have like this 20-page website about features and designs and specs and support, and they really do a good job at supporting this product. All the information's on their website. Go to 8bitdo.com/0 and you'll get to this. So that's about all I have to say for that, guys. Still paired on there. See if I can turn that off real quick as it turns my phone on, and sure enough, it's off. Just like that. Hold down for a couple of seconds, and the Bluetooth already disengaged. So that's that, guys. As usual, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Questions or comments, let me know in the section below. Sorry this video dragged on a little bit. Just wanted to give you all that information that you may need. And then let me know. I've got a couple more reviews coming up. I've got my racing simulator set up over here. We're going to start getting into a little bit of sim racing products, and maybe I'll do some gameplay footage and other things like that. So stay tuned and subscribed if you're interested in that. And I've also got a few other products that came in the mail today that I'll be unboxing right after this video. So stay tuned. We've got about a video a day that I'm going to be uploading. So stay tuned for that, guys. We'll see you in the next